the potential of the Islamic banking industry is huge.
Islamic finance industry is expected to grow about $6 trillion by 2026.
My name is Betül Kurtulus. I am the Regional Director of FCI, responsible for Central Eastern Europe, Southeastern Europe, and the Middle East.
And I am Basel Al-Hussien, Senior Manager at ITFC, handling the advisory services function.
Welcome to Trade Finance Talks, your go-to trade, treasury and payments podcast, brought to you by TFG.
Welcome to Trade Finance Talks. My name is Betül Kurtulus. I am the Regional Director of FCI, responsible for Central Eastern Europe, Southeastern Europe and the Middle East. We are in Seoul today, in Korea, at 56th Annual Meeting of FCI. I am delighted to be joined by Basel Al-Hussien from ITFC today. We will talk about Islamic international factoring and the development of Islamic factoring solutions under the FCI operation. Basel, I want you to shortly introduce yourself.
Thank you, Betül. It's a pleasure being here today and meeting with you and the rest of FCI team. I am Basel Al-Hussien. I'm a Senior Manager at ITFC, handling the advisory function for ITFC for providing services in terms of international trade support and Islamic finance promotion and support.
Thank you. And will you please also explain us the facilities of ITFC?
ITFC, as you know, is a multilateral developmental financial institution. We have a shareholding composed of governments of OIC member countries. And our main mandate is to promote and finance OIC intra-trade and external trade as well. We are part of Islamic Development Bank Group, which is a developmental group also established by the Organization of Islamic Cooperation for developmental purposes. ITFC, as explained, is mandated to support OIC members' trade. That means we extend funded financing, unfunded services, as well as other promotional and developmental programs. ITFC has a trade finance portfolio reaching about $7 billion yearly basis. That's the funded part. Also, we provide unfunded trade services such as LC issuance, LC confirmation, and support documentary collection exchange between our counterparties. In addition to that, we have flagship programs, integrated solutions, aiming to provide developmental aspects for trade, and also provide advisory services to those member countries who are benefiting from our services in order to help them develop, advance, and grow.
ITFC is our member, but more than being a member, you were with us for launching Islamic international factoring product since the beginning. Would you shortly describe the story of the launching this product? Then we will talk about the development of the product.
It has been an interesting journey in this aspect. ITFC started developing its own products to provide additional services to our member countries. And the first product developed out of normal business course, what was the supplier financing product. That supplier financing product works perfectly as an Islamic solution to the factoring industry. That happened in 2015-2016. We came across FCI during an event and we engaged with them in promoting such product to the factoring industry through FCI. We worked as a part of the task force established by FCI and supported by FCI legal committee in order to develop the supplementary general rules for international factoring that addresses the need and compliance issues with Islamic finance principles when conducting factoring business through Islamic solutions and services. This has been a positive development and it was well received by our member countries as well as by FCI community. However, we need to work more on the awareness and knowledge development and also about the product structuring for FCI members. So since 2018, we managed to announce the supplementary GRIF for Islamic international factoring, and ITFC became a member since then in FCI with the main purpose of conducting this type of business for our member countries, as well as promoting Islamic finance as part of our mandate.
Hey, enjoying this podcast? Hit that follow button for more. Done? Let's get back to it.
Basel, as you mentioned, we launched the product in 2018 in the annual meeting. FCI Council approved the product, and the first turnover has been realized by one of the Islamic members of FCI and one other conventional members of FCI in 2022. So, which is, I think, for launching any new product, this period is quite short. But as we are here today in Seoul, there is an increasing potential. But I think the potential of the Islamic banking industry is huge. It is my personal opinion that educational awareness of Islamic solutions for factoring market, there's a need for development. So what we can do for increasing this awareness?
That's absolutely correct, Batul. Islamic finance industry is expected to grow about $6 trillion by 2026, and there is a huge room to capture the supply chain financing and factoring within this growth. The product is ready, available in the market. There are some financial institutions, as you mentioned, member of FCI started using such solutions, as well as there are non-members that implement the solution in a small scale, missing the opportunity of huge growth through FCI network. What we need now is to educate FCI members and as well as non-members about the benefits of such solutions, build the awareness about the differences between the conventional factoring and the Islamic solutions for conducting factoring business under Islamic Sharia principles. There is a lot of efforts needs to be done. Currently, we are working with FCI on developing an e-learning course about supply chain finance, Islamic solutions for supply chain finance. This hopefully will be launched before year end. Also, we are promoting this product through conferences, workshops, together with FCI and other members of FCI. We also are available and ready to develop the product for any member that is interested in such services. A lot of efforts needs to be done to spread the awareness and to educate members and non-members about how to structure, what is the difference between conventional and the Islamic solution, how they create synergy among each other in order to conduct business among members, regardless of whether that member is an Islamic financial institution or not. It works well and it achieves the same benefit and desired outcome similar to what is being offered through the network currently.
Thank you, Basel. In Islamic International Factoring, this is our product under FCI. We are structuring the roles and responsibilities of the export factor and the import factor and the exporter and the importer. This is real trade, which in Islamic financing, all the financial institutions are really on a LC basis or open account basis. They are financing the real trade. Usually I'm receiving questions, especially from the Islamic members and non-members, Islamic financial institutions on the financing part. What we are structuring in FCI is this trade, but we are not on the financing part of the business, but it is what we are structuring is very financeable. So you can easily finance this on a conventional way or an Islamic way. So I want to hear your thoughts about the financing part of this business.
That's true, Betul. FCI network is a great platform to facilitate such trade transactions. As you mentioned, factoring is based on a real trade transaction that was generated between an exporter and an importer. The supply chain finance, which is also part of the factoring industry, is being built on this trade transaction. As mentioned during this conference correctly, it's not just about financing the existing receivables, but also to include other aspects of the trade transaction, such as the purchase orders. This is a great door to step in through to offer Islamic financial solutions to finance the supply chain and the factoring. The structures available currently, there are 3 or 4 structures that can be implemented. This has been designed in an innovative way to address the exact needs to deliver the same benefits, even if not more benefits than the conventional factoring. We have currently the Musawama/agency structures. We have the securitization or monetization, versus assignment of receivables. We have the musharaka or partnership structures. We have the investment agency structures. So we can offer, based on each financial institution needs, specific need and desire, a solution, innovative solution that can serve this purpose. And the beauty of it, it's synchronized with the current network requirements. It can deliver the same outcomes desired, as well as it can work smoothly and flawlessly with non-Islamic members. It's a beautiful solution that can grow and spread among the network. And again, I emphasize that FCI two-factor system and FCI network is the correct platform to start with conducting such business.
Thank you, Basel. I hope we're going to leverage on this with our future podcasts, future promotional conferences. Thank you.
Thank you very much for hosting me.